Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Wednesday, November 14th. Taking a quick look at the water vapor satellite loop this morning, there's actually not much going on down here across our forecast area. Your attention may be drawn to this system that is approaching the Pacific Northwest coast. It's going to be moving on shore today and then crossing across portions of Washington, Montana, eventually ejecting out into the northern plains. Really not going to have a big impact on our weather here in Southeast Idaho. It may brush portions of our central mountains and also the Montana border area with a little bit of cloud cover. Nothing too impactful though. Other than that, we're expecting high pressure to remain in control across all of our forecast area for today and for your Thursday. Not expecting any precipitation, generally clear skies, quite a bit of sunshine during the day. Not really looking at any major issues from wind or fog either. We've been watching the satellite and our surface observations closely this morning. Not seeing really any indications of fog so far, with the air mass fairly dry at the low levels. Again, not expecting any impactful weather out of any of this for the next 2 days. Weather map today, again, showing that high pressure and control across the region, with the exception of this system skirting by to our north. High temperatures very close to climatological normals for this time of year, getting into the upper 40s and low 50s here across the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley, and of course a little bit cooler in our mountain ranges. Going to be another cool morning on Thursday morning across the region, much like we've been seeing for the past week or so. You can see lows getting into the lower teens here in the Stanley area, the Copper Basin, also up across the Island Park region, even down into portions of the Snake Plain where we'll get into the teens for our morning lows again. High temperatures Thursday very similar to what we'll see today, getting into the upper 40s and low 50s, very close to normal for this time of year, again under dry conditions with that high pressure and control. Here's our Friday morning lows, very similar, although inching up just a couple degrees. And Friday is when we're going to start to usher in our next system. It's another little shortwave disturbance that's going to cross the region generally from north to south over the course of Friday and Saturday. This will bring us a chance of some rain and snow showers. Friday high temperatures, very similar to what we'll see for the next 2 days. But by Friday morning, we'll start to work as a chance of just some isolated to maybe scattered snow showers into portions of the central mountains, also up along the Montana border. As we go into Friday afternoon, that activity will start to spread just a little bit further south, particularly here in the east, getting into the Caribou Highlands and the Teton Valley area. We'll mix during the afternoon and evening with just a little bit of rain at some of the lower elevations where temperatures do warm up. It's really going to be overnight Friday night into the first part of Saturday when we see more of a concerted push of this moisture southward across the forecast area. So here's looking at overnight Friday night. We'll see more of a widespread rain and snow shower scenario across the region. Heaviest over in the east, but a few of those showers will make it into the Snake Plain as well. Going into Saturday morning, you can see we start to clear out just north of our forecast area, but we'll still hold on to a chance of rain and snow showers for much of the region here in Southeast Idaho. Some of the models are really trying to clear us out quite progressively as we get into Saturday afternoon, but based on the position and timing of the front, also with some daytime heating, which during the afternoon we tend to see the most instability and sometimes gives a little bit of a kick to that shower activity, we are holding on to a chance of those showers, particularly to the south and east of the central mountains. So that'll include the southern highlands, the Caribou Highlands, possibly Idaho Falls and Pocatello as well, into Saturday afternoon before the system finally exits off to our south and east. So in general with this system, our first look at totals here for precipitation, we're expecting about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of liquid out of this system. That's generally going to be up across the Montana border area, and then the eastern highlands here to the east of I-15 is where we're expecting the greatest precipitation out of this system. And you can see here that that does translate into predominantly snow over here in the east, a little bit of rain mixing in at the lower elevations. Right now, our first look at a storm total snow forecast for this system, this is over the course of Friday and Saturday, is 1 to 3 inches here in the east. So that's going to include places like Oneida Pass, up toward the Island Park region, West Yellowstone, Reynolds and Tarhee passes, down into the Teton Valley and Driggs area, Pine Creek Pass, Palisades, much of the Caribou Highlands here in the east, and then down into Soda Springs and the Georgetown Summit area. This eastern zone here generally looking to pick up about 1 to 3 inches of snow with this system, again, Friday and Saturday. And I think that most of that is going to fall during the overnight hours Friday night into Saturday morning. Not looking like a huge impactful system. We're not looking at a high chance of any headlines or watches or warnings right now, but you'll certainly see the usual hazards, slick road conditions, some reduced visibility here with that snow coming down across the area. Not expecting a lot of wind, so I don't think blowing snow is going to be as big a threat. It'll be more of those slick road conditions and some reduced visibilities if you do happen to be traveling during this system. A few showers also working through the rest of the area. We may see a dusting to an inch here across the central mountains, and maybe a little dusting of snow making it down to some of the lower elevations here in the Snake Plain and the southern highlands as well. Saturday morning low temperatures, very similar to what we saw the day before. You'll notice high temperatures Saturday afternoon. We're backing off just a few degrees with some of that cooler air working into the region behind the front associated with this system. And it will be pretty chilly as we wake up on Sunday morning, with temperatures getting down into the single digits and low teens across the region. Looking out into the 8 to 14 day period here, not seeing a huge signal either way for above or below normal temperatures across the region. And we'll be kind of in between odds favoring above normal precipitation to our south and east and some drier conditions here across the Pacific Northwest. So looking pretty average as we head out into the week 2 period here across Southeast Idaho for your temperatures and precipitation. That's it for your weather hazard briefing this morning. If you have any questions for us, feel free to reach out with the phone number or email address here on your screen. Have a great day.